Well, hello, my goose gooses. I'm actually not coming through here to see you guys right now. Wow. So here's that second section of pond liner. I mean, it's just like a clay pit over here right now. And this, of course, does tend to dry out faster. But the reason why I'm coming over here is because I just want to show you guys, some of you guys who maybe don't get out much or whatever, I just want to show you how cute these are. All these little tiny baby pine cones, and then they dry up. I wonder if I can find a good cluster of them, of the old ones. Oh, here. Okay. So they're just these dainty little things. So those would be really cute for crafty type stuff. So I'm thinking about trying to harvest some of them things one of these days and just set them back. Now, my birds, unfortunately, look at this. They're so little. You know, they can still get through the fencing. And this is, you know, my primary concern is keeping the geese out of the road. Because the chickens will end up being in the ditch and stuff. Whereas, like, the geese, sometimes my old goose would literally try to, like, make a break for the road and then run straight down the road and, like, try to, and put it with its wings out and try to fly. So that was just a disaster. And then I have some people who like to honk when they pass my house to say hi. But then the thing is that when the goose was kept making a break for it and running out into the road, and this was like, you know, this was an issue right around the time my road was getting paved, then the people would also be honking because it'd be like, hey, your birds are in the road again. Okay, but then we ended up getting tons of traffic from the detour after the flood, so I just couldn't be having my goose out in the road. So these little guys, they need to make their way back through. Now, eventually, if I want to be able to have my rabbits, if I get rabbits out in here, I'll also need to attach a thing along the ground to keep them from digging, but I think it's just going to be too costly, so I don't think I'm going to do that. But, yeah, maybe I'll see what I can set up with the wood that I bought today. Now, let me see. I planted a bunch of seeds and stuff in here, so I don't know if those are going to be rutabagas or what. I planted some clover, but I don't know if the clover seed was any good. But to just try to get this washed out ditch doing a little bit better, even just putting the grass down helped it a little bit. But we'll see how this fills out or not. Some of these things, when I took the weed whacker into the ditch, some of these things I left, you know, because they're nice and beautiful. And my lavenders have gone to seed for the year. There's still a little bit on the new ones. But yeah, I just piled them rocks because I hadn't cut up a piece of fence to keep the birds from going under the little bit of fencing in the ditch. So, let's see. I don't know how well you can tell from this angle, but this tree is not straight. It's like bent over. It's actually bent out a little bit from when a huge piece of that catalpa fell down at like a 90-degree angle just about. Well, I mean, yeah, the branch twisted over quite a ways and we had a tornado come through. But yeah, it's just my poor nursery area still looks so bare. Gotta get these moved. It's gonna yellow all that grass underneath. Now I put this little pathetic thing around this plant, okay, before it got completely picked over. But this is actually a patented plant that I will not be able to propagate, but they weren't able to just reach their beaks in through here and like devour it. It was an ice plant, which is an edible, but it's patented. So they just reached their little heads, and I should have built one out of hardware cloth. Now what is this? I don't even know what this is. So we'll see how things go. I'm just like meandering. This is what my crab apples look like right now. They're still very astringent, so I'm not gonna be able to harvest these just yet, but I'm gonna be I'm not gonna be cooking them into jam or anything. I'm just gonna be preserving them without heat. Either in like a syrupy thing or just a salt brine. I'm gonna make it into like a medicine, basically. Antioxidant medicine. It's a long video. I'm just moseying. Take it easy, y'all.